Hello my diamonds and welcome to my channel. My name is Babiso, otherwise known as Miss X, and I speak on all things real estate and self-development. Today we're going to be speaking about self-development. Let's get to it. So what I want to speak about is really be very transparent about my weight loss journey and how my struggles around it and what my goal is, right? So I am preparing to go to Queenstown to cycle, right? For those of you who are new here or just generally new to who I am, my old high school usually hosts an annual cycling tour from Johannesburg to Queenstown to raise funds for education. So I've done this twice, and next year I want to do it for the third, probably the final time, because the training is just too intense. And the training is intense and I'm not even fit, right? And I'm always the weakest link, but anyway. So I'm starting to train now when the cycle tour is going to happen in April. So that's about 9 months. It's a whole pregnancy. Right. So to be able to cycle to Queenstown, you need to be able at minimum to hold 19, an average speed of 19, right? A fit group does 21. So in my cycling, I've just never been able to get past 21. At my fittest, I'm 21, averaging 21. Mind you, like a fit cyclist, they're like 30s, 32s. And then Tour de France people, you know, they're like way more averaging higher speeds, right? But in order for me, at some point, there isn't much training you can do to be faster besides losing the weight, right? Aerodynamics don't work on me because I am heavy. Yeah, I would say they don't work on me, but you know, I'm still too heavy. And I sort of stopped cycling this year because when I put on that cycling suit, it will tell you that you are overweight, right? I just didn't like the way I looked in that suit anymore. And it's just like, I felt horrible every time I wore it. So I just like, let me just focus on losing the weight first. And the other challenges that I also have is like my bicycle is an incorrect bicycle, so I need to change it. But first and foremost, I need to fix the body, right? The cyclists know, they call it a carbon body. That's the cycling body. But I know that I'm a woman who has hips, so I wouldn't necessarily have, I'm curvaceous, so I wouldn't have a 100% cycling body. So I'm going to lose as much weight as is healthy, right? So at the beginning of this year, in fact, towards the end of last year, I started my weight loss journey. And in starting my weight loss journey, I was striving to do everything by the book, right? I've always struggled with weight, and my weight is usually in my midsection and my arms. And I'm a person who loves wearing bodycon. So this year that has been quite challenging for me because I just had lost the confidence in wearing that type of clothing, right? So at the beginning of this year, I'm a very fit person, active. I go to the gym, right? So I was going to do things by the book, right? I went to a GP. So I went to 2 GPs, general practitioners. These are medical doctors. I went to the family one in Queenstown. So the family one has my whole entire family's history So if there's anything that runs the family, he would know, right? He said, you shouldn't worry, but you should try and lose the extra weight. I understand why you want to lose the extra weight, because your BMI, my BMI is obese class 1, I think. But the fact that you're not gaining weight at an alarming rate is a good thing, right? Then my doctor, my GP in Johannesburg, so we did a full lab tests of all the hormones. And they came back, there was nothing wrong. I'm perfectly healthy, that's what the doctor said. And then he said, but I understand you want to lose weight, right? So let's try these things. So he put me on Really Slim. So like Really Slim, in fact, all the medication for weight loss, what it does, it suppresses the appetite. And I told him, I don't think I have an appetite problem because I don't overeat. I would say to an extent that I undereat because I eat two or one meal a day, right? So I was on Really Slim for 3 months. While I was on Really Slim, I had a personal trainer who would go to the gym 3 times. I'd go to the gym 3 times a week, right? And that scale did not move. When I tell you, I was stuck on 85. So on a good month, I would go to 82, but I'd come back up to 85. And that would stress me out. And it would grate me, right? People will tell you, no, my people say it's because you're not sleeping. I made sure I'm getting 7 hours of sleep. All right? Because I never want to be the villain in anybody's story. I don't want to be the problem. Got 7 hours of sleep. And then another thing that people used to say, you must get, it's your gut health. It's your gut health. That's the next thing people say online. It's your gut health. Get all these supplements, right? Your L-glutamine, all of these things. I did that. Now it is August, okay, end of June, really. I was June, July. My weight still had not moved an inch. I was still on 85. Okay. I've also seen a dietitian, so I know what I should eat more or less, right? So you can imagine how frustrated I am. I've been to the doctor, 2 doctors. I've been on medication, Really Slim. I go to the gym 3 times a week, even with a personal trainer. I've stopped drinking alcohol. That like, right? People say it's the only time I've consumed alcohol this year was on the 1st of January and on the 24th of February. 2 days. But in sober terms, I am almost 6 months sober. Right. So you can imagine my frustration. So the doctor said, then my GP said, after Really Slim, still not working, he said, perhaps you should go to a weight loss clinic. Right? Do your research, try it. If it does not work, come back and I'm going to probably have to put you on Ozempic. Right? But even so, all of these prescribed things are appetite suppressors, and I don't have an overeating problem, right? I eat in a caloric deficit, you know, that's what they say I need to do. That's what I'm. So I follow this other clinic, weight loss clinic. I had a consultation earlier this week, and she said she could help, right? And this is obviously the point of this video, right? So she explained to me that I'm undereating, and in my undereating, I am substituting with I need energy. So I was also addicted to Red Bull, or energy drinks, right? And that's sugar. And that's the cause of you not eating enough, right? So she also said, you are young, you shouldn't have this problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you on a 12-week program. In 12 weeks, she said, in 12 weeks, you will be at your goal weight. In fact, she said, in fact, I can do it in 7. The fact that she knows that for me was like, okay, this person knows what she's doing. For 12 weeks, and you must follow the strict diet, and we will achieve your goals. Right. Yeah, so I'm just here to share, that's the journey that I'm on. Ideally, I want to be lighter. Then I can start cycling. Then I can go back to the road again, because I cannot stand being on a bicycle with me being overweight the way that I am. Yeah, so I think I very much loved the level of professionalism that clinic has. You get there, it's like the first thing that you see is no cell phones allowed, no pictures allowed. And it's like, these people mean serious business. You're not allowed to take pictures of inside the clinic, right? If you want to take content, they will take it for you with their own equipment. But really the only content that they take is of your before pictures and on those machines. So the lady said to me that, okay, her name's Jen. She said that there could be an issue with your metabolism because of the many years of yo-yo dieting, right? This is what she explained. Because of the many years of yo-yo dieting that I've been doing, my body has now become in a phase where it's just holding on to everything, because it's like, we don't know what this person is going to do, so let's just hold on to whatever we have, right? So she said that's where we're going to start. We're going to start fixing that. And in fixing that, we have a pre-detox plan, and then we're going to put you on a detox, 21-day detox. And then after 21 days, we're going to kick into this gear of this program. And because we're doing this because we want to kickstart your functioning again, right? They said to me, so I was there today for my first, so I had a virtual consultation, and today I was there in physical form. They told me, anything that goes into your mouth, I need a picture of it so that we can approve it. And I thought, okay, now these people mean serious business. And I love it for them, because they're going to drag me. Like, there's absolutely no way to hide. All right? I'm excited, but a bit nervous. They also told me that I'm going to have some withdrawal symptoms, like headaches and all of that stuff. But the first few weeks are the hardest, and that's when you need to commit the hardest. However, I looked at the meal plan of what I cannot eat, and most of the things on that list, I've already not been consuming them. So a lot of meats, I have not been, like red meat was on there, pork, sausage, processed food. I already don't eat a lot of processed food. Alcohol, I'm already off of alcohol, right? So I'm really just intrigued to see how this program is going to treat me. So I'm just going to share a few. I'll also share my before picture, which is today. My starting weight. My starting weight is 85. And what else do I need to tell you? My starting weight is 85. And I just want to show you the interesting things that I had to go by, because I had never seen these things before. Okay, so they give you a meal plan with a coach, and then there's a treatment. If I have to go into the studio or the salon once a week for a treatment. So I think they call it ultrasound liposuction, and it's a full body ultrasound liposuction. They put all of these gels and machines on me just to zhuzh, zhuzh my body up. How do I feel? Because I had my first session today. How do I feel? I feel a bit tired. Maybe it's getting used to. I feel a bit tired. That's just how I feel. So my next session is Tuesday next week. Right. So I want to tell you, I just want to show you what I had to go buy. I had to go buy a food scale. I've never used this before, so that's interesting. Finding these things, right, was the big challenge. I don't know how to pronounce this thing here. Is it psyllium husk or psyllium? I don't know. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm supposed to have this, a teaspoon of this with water before every meal, I think. Yeah, I'll check. Chia seeds, so I'm familiar with those. And I had to get some vitamins as well. So this is calcium. So this is calcium, zinc, magnesium. Right? And then I had to get multivitamins. So it has vitamin C, D3, and B complex, zinc and iron. And then I have omega-3. And then this is vitamin B. And then like buckwheat or bulgur wheat. I've never ever in my entire life. Okay, so like this was all in that health section of Discam. And I've never really had any interest in those things. But now I know that section. And then we have raw rolled oats. I don't know. I've never had that. And then I think my biggest expense in terms of the food was this thing. It's protein. So this is not going to be, the one thing they said, it's not going to be a meal replacement. So I'll have this with water, or yeah, there are a lot of variations in my meal plan that has this. And then, I mean, of course, we all know lemon juice. So I invite you to follow me for the next 9 months while I get my body ready for my cycle to Queenstown from Johannesburg. In between, there are a few races that I want to be fit for. I might be doing a Mashova. I will be doing 94.7. And then that's the last race I will be doing before the actual cycle to Queenstown. Maybe I'll do Cape Town cycle tour. I have not done that one. I have not done that race before. So I might do that one. And another thing that's important that I call it my fitness or what my weight loss coach said. With my specific type of problem, I should have not been in the gym lifting weights. Right? So now she says, you will not lift a single weight. I need you to be doing cardio, which is what I've been doing this month. So I'm off my personal trainer now. I need to be doing cardio. So I'm going to be doing cardio until further notice. I'm keen to see what level of transformation can happen in 12 weeks. 12 weeks, I've counted it down, the 1st of November, that is in 12 weeks. Yeah, and I'm locked in. So another thing that I disclaim is that discipline for me is not an issue. Where it becomes an issue where I've been disciplined and the needle is not moving. There is no change. So that means that there's something that I'm doing wrong. So Steve Harvey usually says, You've had 5 bad years. Do you want 5 more? Right? You need to get to a point where you change. What you're currently doing is actually not working. Change it. And that's exactly what I've done. I've been changing, and I've been going through a process of trial and error, a process of elimination, to find out what it is that is wrong that I'm doing that makes me hang on to this stubborn abdominal fat and also my arms. All right. With my legs, I'm not so much concerned. My legs are quite fit, but perhaps they could be smaller. I'm open to them being smaller. Yeah. So, I'm keen. Please do join in this adventure of mine. Yeah. Please do like, comment. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'm not going to tolerate bullies. I'm going to be very upfront. I'm going to be very frank with you up front. I'm not going to tolerate bullies. If you have any questions, your questions must be polite. Yeah. Anyway, my name is Abiso, otherwise known as Miss X. Thank you for watching.